everybody. I'm trying not to do hi guys and come into my intro. First of all, I'm sorry about my voice. I'm sick, but I still wanted to film. I just was really excited, so I did it anyway. But yeah, my voice is trash, so this video is probably gonna be more so. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you my new products that I got, my Morphe products, all my other drugstore products that I showed in my last video, if it goes up, that video was kind of wonky. I got a whole bunch of products. You're gonna see them. I don't show all of them, but I show most of them because some of them are like it's like I got like 3 foundations. I'm not gonna put 3 foundations on my face, but I showed most of them. I'm really happy. I can tell you already. I'm really happy with a lot of the products, and this is the way that our look came out. I'm so happy. So before we get into this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to see me again. Hit the notifications because you need them. You need them. And definitely on your way out, check out my other videos. And without further ado, let's just get started. Alright everybody, so my eyebrows are already on. I did them off camera because they were just a lot of work and I'm working out a new eyebrow routine. But I went with my two e.l.f. brow products, the e.l.f. brow pencil and the e.l.f. brow gel, and I cleaned them up with my NYX HD concealer. And I also primed my eyes with the same concealer. But we're going to jump right in and use our Morphe brush set and our Morphe 350M palette. And I took this little flat brush and basically I'm taking this bone shade, like this skin color shade, and I'm going to set my concealer all the way up to my brow bone. This is helpful because it just makes everything not move around. Also because the concealer is more pink toned, so it really helped calm that down. So we're going with this little white blending brush. It's more on the flat side. I'm going to take this tan color. I'm going to put that in as my transition shade. And it was a light color, but I was just surprised by the pigmentation because it's much different than what I'm used to with my drugstore eyeshadows. So I definitely had to work a little bit more with it. So I'm going in again and I'm going to go for this, what's that, like a orangey brown shade, like a reddish orange brown shade, reddish orange shade. And I'm putting that right over that transition shade. And it came out like the pigment was just like, wow. It was just wow. I was just startled, but it's such a pretty color. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with that reddish brown shade. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to go back in with this pencil brush and I'm going to take another red brown shade, but just a little bit darker, and I'm basically putting that directly into my crease. As you can see, I'm kind of scrunching my eye so I can get directly in there. And I've been doing this a lot, putting a darker color in my crease to define where my lid and my crease differentiate, because I'm not trying to do a cut crease look, but it helps all the same. So I'm gonna go back in with, nope, not that color. I'm gonna go back with the darker brown color to put that on top of the first outer corner color that I put, because it just wasn't doing it for me. It just wasn't enough. So now I'm going to go back in with that orangey shade, that light orangey shade, and I'm putting that on top, and probably like, what are you doing? But really I wanted to, that was a bad mistake. Okay, so what I was doing here is that I was just making, it didn't ombre enough for me. It wasn't doing enough for me, so I had to fix it. And then I'm going with this flat shader brush from the Morphe palette, the Morphe kit. I'm going to my 350S, and I'm taking that bronzy shade that I pointed out and putting it on the outer portion of my lid. And then I'm going to take that more reddish shade and put it on the inner portion of my lid. These shadows were really beautiful to work with. They were just so pigmented and like I didn't have to wet them or anything like that. I just took the brush, put them in, tapped them into the palette, and that was it. Like it's just pretty. They were just working really well. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this little small brush, and what I'm doing here is I'm adding a little bit of a gold eyeshadow, which I'm gonna show in a second. Yeah, this gold eyeshadow. I add that directly in the center of my lid just to make it look like there's a little bit of light, not light peering from them, but you get the effect that I want. Like it would be the focus would be the center of my lid. And I'm blending that in with the flat brush again so that I don't lose any of the pigment. So now I'm going to go in for my face real quick, and I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. Yes. And I'm putting that all over my face. Now this time I did not really like how it was feeling on my skin. It was feeling too silicone-y, almost as if my face was slippery. So I'm going to have to reevaluate this primer. I don't think I like it. But I'm going to go in with the foundation brush from the brush kit. And I already, just by the way it looks, my favorite brush, but I've never used a foundation brush like that. But I'm going to go in with that, and I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Foundation. I believe it's in the shade 335. I'm not completely sure. I'm never sure about my foundation shade. But I'm going in and blending this out and trying to like apply it to my skin. I was super confused with the application, but I think it eventually came out nice. I just had to take a few minutes to get it together, but they were a good combo. So now I'm going to go with my two new Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I got two shades. The first shade that I'm applying under my eyes is Sand, which is the lighter of the two. And I'm putting that under just to give myself like a nice highlight. But I'm going to use the second shade, which is Honey, and I'm going to apply that everywhere else because I don't want it to be too bright, but I still need the concealer there. And I'm also going in and cleaning up my eyeshadow around it and on the sides because this was just a messy application, like, let's be honest. But I'm going to go in and just blend that out with the same brush that I used to blend my eyebrow concealer. And then the Morphe brush kit didn't have a brush for cream contour, so I just took one of my old brushes and I just kind of went in and did it with my e.l.f. cream contour palette. And I still have mixed emotions about this palette, but we're going to see. So now I'm going with my Real Technique sponge. I'm just blending out the concealer that I put everywhere except for my under eyes, because I was watching a Jackie Aina video and she said that, you know, if you leave your concealer there for a little bit longer, you'll get more coverage, which is true now that I see it. But now what I've been doing just now is I was just contouring around my face and my forehead and around my jawline with those two shades from the e.l.f. cream contour kit. And this right here was a disaster. Before you even see what happens, I tried to cream contour my nose and it was just not a good idea. And I saw at this point that it was going very bad, but I was like, we can still fix this. We can save it. So I decided to focus on blending out my actual contour on my face because I don't know, I was just not trying to deal with the nose contour. But I'm blending everything out, and I noticed the product isn't staying where I put it. It's disappearing a little bit, and I didn't like that. So I'm once again having mixed feelings about everything that I'm using today. But now we're going in and blending the under eye concealer, which actually, like, as you can see, it stayed a little too much. Like, the pigment was real with that one after, like, leaving it there. So as you can see, I'm trying to go back and blend out that awful nose contour, and now my nose just looks dirty. So I said, okay, let's put on some concealer and clean up what I just did. And then I ended up getting concealer all over my nose, as you can see. So I went with a little triangle sponge trying to save it. Nothing could save it. So I ended up putting concealer all over my nose just to try to save this makeup look right now. So then I went in with that same Maybelline Honey concealer and put it under my contour just to sharpen it up. Because if my nose contour failed, then my actual contour has to be really nice. So I'm going in with my new Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Press Powder, whatever it is. And it's in the shade Buff Beige or Buff Nude, whatever it is. It's too light for me, but it was either this or a really light shade. So I'm going to go in with the angled brush from the Morphe brush kit. And I'm going to put that bronzer from my Ulta contour kit on basically everywhere that I contoured. And it just gives me a nice, like tan, because my foundation is a little bit too light for me, or that concealer is a little bit too light. But there weren't that many options, so I'm working with it. But I'm going back in with this little angled brush and putting eyeshadow. My same crease colors, I'm putting them on my lash line to complete the look, and they were super pigmented. I love the way they went on. I put the darker shade on my outer corner and the lighter shade in the inner part of my lash line, and it just worked out really nice. But I'm going back in with this bright orangey shade from the 350S palette, and it was such a pretty pigmented shade. I didn't have to wet it at all. It was just beautiful. Then I'm going with my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, but then I realized that I did not bring any falsies for this video. I was freaking out, but this is the applicator for the mascara. It's my first time using it. But yes, I went in and took my time with my mascara because I was like, oh my god, I don't have falsies for this look, and I was really excited about this look. But I think it came out beautifully without the falsies, but you know, still. So this is me just going back in and like being picky about my eyeshadow because it's never symmetrical ever. And I'm gonna go in and do my blush with this big blush brush, and this was a fail as well because it's this pinky. My everyday blush is a pinky color, but with this look I really needed like a peachy apricot color, which is not one that I owned. So I really had to blend it out and just try to have a very light blush. So then we're gonna go in and highlight. I'm taking this fan brush and I'm gonna take my new L'Oreal Lumi True Match highlighter. It's a little bit more silver on the silver side than on the gold side, but it's still a pretty highlighter. It's not the greatest, but like, it's workable. It's working right now. It's cute. Oh, I'm also gonna put a little bit of that in my brow bone just to like brighten it up. I just like to put highlight everywhere that I'm allowed to put it. Oh yeah, so I didn't show this lipstick. This is a L'Oreal lipstick. It's in the golden tube and its name is Silk. I don't know anything else. But what I did was I went back into that reddish bronzy shade from the shimmer palette, and I put that on my lips, and I felt like it made the lipstick match better with my actual makeup look. But yeah, that was the end, I think. Am I done? No, I'm probably not. I'm never done. Oh, but yeah, this is the face, but like, don't look at my eyebrows because I really hate the way they came out in this. I don't know. I'm trying different things with my eyebrows. It's not working yet. We're gonna see. Yeah, I'm taking my hair out because I had just washed my hair, so it was like super curly, and I was trying to make it blend correctly. But I think it worked okay. It worked okay. But yeah, this is our finished look, and I think I forgot to set my face. I'm probably gonna do it in a second. But yeah, okay, so yeah, here we go. Every video I forget to set my face. I don't know what it is. When I'm filming, I forget every time. But yeah, that's the end. Yay! Okay, so that concludes our video. I'm really happy with the look. I'm really, really happy with the palettes. Like, they're really, really nice. The brushes, I like some of them, but not all of them. I'm going to have to work with them a little bit more before I'm sure. But so far, that's nice. The mascara, I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. At first, I was really excited, and now I'm like, I don't know. I just look kind of weird. I don't have any falsies on today. I really should have. Falsies with this look would have been the end of my life. Like, ugh. But yeah, I'm not sure how my eyelashes look right now. They look kind of wonky. The foundation, I'm very happy with. The powder, I'm happy with the concealers. I think I'm figuring out a technique with the concealers because Jackie Island gives us all the tea. But yeah, so far I'm really happy with this stuff. And I really hope you guys watching me put it on my face and putting it to work for you guys. If you like this video, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought. Also subscribe on your way out. I would love the support. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.